My child, pause for just a moment and listen carefully, for the reason you are seeing these words is far greater than you realize. This is not a coincidence. I have placed this before you with intention, with timing that has been orchestrated long before you even knew you needed it. Every sigh, every whisper of your heart, every restless thought has led to this exact moment. There is a hidden message here, a divine appointment crafted with love and care, reaching you precisely when your spirit is ready to receive it. You may wonder why I am speaking to you now, why this message has found its way into your hands, why it emerges into your life at this hour. It is because the timing is perfect, because there are truths meant for you to see, truths that only now can touch the places within you that have long been waiting. The world may feel heavy, noisy, and distracting, and yet here you are, just for this moment, just enough to lean closer and allow your heart to recognize what has been waiting for you. I have watched over you quietly, unseen, yet intimately aware of every thought, every fear, every hidden ache that has weighed upon your soul. And now I am breaking through that silence, gently, tenderly, urgently, not to startle you, but to awaken you to the reality that you are never alone, that you are always seen, always known, and always loved. There is a sacred purpose in why this moment exists. It is the intersection of my care and your readiness, the alignment of your spirit with a message meant solely for you. You are here because I have called you, because I have prepared this encounter, because I know your heart needs to hear what cannot be heard elsewhere. There is a divine rhythm that has led to this, an unseen orchestration that has guided your steps, your pauses, your thoughts, and even your hesitations, all converging so that you might notice, so that you might feel, so that you might awaken to the assurance that your life is not random, your struggles are not meaningless, and your waiting has not been in vain. This is your sacred appointment, the moment when heaven touches earth, when my voice reaches your spirit, when the hidden doors of understanding and reassurance are opened for you. You may feel a stirring, a subtle tug within your chest, a quiet awareness that something is different, something is intended, something is meant for you, and you alone. Lean into it. Allow your attention to settle. Let your mind and heart slow down enough to perceive the gentle truth that I have never left you, that I have been watching over you, that I have always known your secret fears and unseen tears. This is why I have come to you now, to speak directly into the very core of your being, to remind you that the path you have walked, though difficult and sometimes lonely, has been accompanied by my presence, by my guidance, and by my steadfast love. There is no randomness here, no accident, no misalignment. Every moment has led to this divine intersection, and every pause in your life has prepared you to receive this affirmation, this truth, this gentle awakening that you are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, you are seen, and you are cherished beyond what words can fully convey. The reason you are here, my child, is that this message has been prepared specifically for you, that this moment has been ordained so that you might hear, so that you might feel, so that your spirit might awaken to the reality that I am present, that I have always been present, and that I will never abandon you. Everything you have wondered about your significance, your worth, your place in my eyes, is being affirmed now, in this sacred, appointed moment. This is the timing I have chosen, the moment I have crafted, the divine whisper that has traveled through the unseen, arriving at your awareness so that you might recognize it as it truly is. A call of love, a message of hope, a gentle yet profound awakening to the truth that your heart has been known, your struggles have been seen, and your life is being held carefully in my hands. Breathe in this moment. Allow your spirit to pause. Let the awareness of being seen, being called, and being cared for sink deep into your soul. You did not arrive here by accident. You are here because the universe, guided by my love, has brought you to a place where you can hear, where you can feel, where you can receive what has been waiting for you all along. This is your divine appointment, my hidden message to you, crafted with precision and tenderness, reaching you now so that your heart might recognize the eternal truth. I am here. I have never left. I am calling you, and I love you beyond measure. My child, I see the weight you have carried in silence, the heaviness that presses upon your chest even when no one is looking. I see the moments you have smiled for others while your heart quietly ached, the nights when tears fell softly onto pillows that could never speak your sorrow. I know the exhaustion that clings to you, not only in your body but in the deepest reaches of your spirit, where the battles are unseen and the struggles feel endless. Every day you have borne burdens that were never meant to be carried alone, every decision made with the faint hope that things might get lighter, every step forward taken with invisible strain. I have witnessed it all. You have labored through disappointment, walked through loss, and carried expectations that weigh heavier than anyone could measure, and yet you pressed on, often wondering if anyone noticed, if anyone understood, if anyone saw the truth behind the brave face you show to the world. I know your heart has felt torn between hope and despair, longing for rest yet fearing the stillness that brings awareness of all you have endured. I see how the relentless demands of life have drained you, how the noise of the world has masked the quiet voice of your spirit, how obligations, pressures, and responsibilities have piled upon you, layer by layer, until even the simplest joys feel distant. I understand the secret pains, the small defeats you hide from others, the moments of doubt that whisper to you in the shadows of your mind. I see the way you have tried to stay strong, to carry on for the sake of those around you, yet inside your soul has been weary, worn, and tired of pretending. I know the quiet struggles that no one else sees, the prayers whispered into the night that seem unanswered, the sighs that escape when you think no one is watching, every silent plea, every suppressed cry, every flicker of hope held gently in your heart, I have observed and cherished. I know how it feels to bear shame alongside fear, disappointment alongside longing, exhaustion alongside responsibility, and yet continue moving as if unbroken. I know that in the moments when you feel most alone, your spirit has been wrestling with questions of worth, with the heaviness of unseen burdens, with the pressure of expectations both from others and from yourself. I see your hidden wounds, the secret fears that linger when you try to be strong, the moments when your courage feels fragile and your heart feels heavy. I am with you in every hidden corner of your pain. I am there in the spaces where no one else reaches. I have walked beside you in every quiet battle, and I have carried the awareness of your struggles in the depth of my love. I know how deeply you long to be seen for who you truly are, how profoundly you yearn for understanding, how silently you hope for relief from the exhaustion that never seems to end. All of this, my child, I have witnessed, I have known, I have held tenderly in my heart. Nothing you have endured has been unnoticed. Every tear, every sigh, every moment of silent endurance has been acknowledged, remembered, and cherished. You are not alone. You have never been abandoned. I am here, present in the midst of your hidden burdens, fully aware of your exhaustion, fully aware of the depth of your silent struggles, fully aware of the parts of your soul that have been quietly carrying pain for far too long. And even as you may feel weary and unseen, even as the weight of your hidden struggles seems relentless, I want you to hear this clearly. You are known, you are valued, you are deeply understood, and you are infinitely loved. I am holding you now in a way that no one else can, and I am letting you feel, if only for this moment, that your heart is seen, your suffering is recognized, and your burdens are shared in my presence. Let your spirit rest, even briefly, in the knowledge that I am aware of every hidden sorrow, that I have never turned away from your silent battles, that your fatigue is honored, and your pain is known in the depth of my love. My child, do you feel the weight of a lie pressing against your heart? A whisper that tells you you are forgotten, that you are not enough, that your efforts are unseen and your value uncertain. I know the false beliefs that have rooted themselves quietly within your mind, the subtle, persistent thoughts that make you doubt your worth and question whether you truly matter. These lies have been spoken by the enemy, repeated by your own fears, and sometimes even carried by the world around you, and yet they are not the truth. Every time you hear that voice saying you are unworthy, it is not me speaking. It is the shadow of doubt seeking to cloud your vision, to make you forget the deep love I have for you. I have watched as these lies shaped your perception of yourself, the moments when you held back, when you thought your prayers were unheard, when you believed that your struggles made you less, that your pain was too much, that your heart was too fragile. I have seen the nights you whispered into the darkness, questioning your place, wondering if anyone cared, and I want you to know that none of those questions are unknown to me. You are never hidden from my eyes. and the truths you doubt are already known in the depths of my heart. These false beliefs have crept in because the world tells you that value is earned, that love is conditional, that mistakes define you, and that failure marks the end of hope. Yet I am here to show you that these are lies designed to separate you from the understanding of your true identity. You are my child, infinitely loved, chosen, and seen beyond the smallest moments of despair or the longest stretches of uncertainty. I know how these doubts make you shrink back, how they make you hesitant to hope, how they whisper that even reaching out is pointless. And yet, every beat of your heart is heard, every tear is counted, every silent cry is met with my presence. You have been carrying these lies as though they were truth, believing that because you have stumbled, you are less than, that because doors have closed, you are forgotten, that because you feel exhausted, you are abandoned. But none of these beliefs reflect reality. I see the perseverance in your soul, the courage in the moments you continue to rise despite the weight, the faith that flickers even when shadows attempt to dim it. These are the truths I hold before you, the reality of your life, as it is seen in my eyes, as it is cherished and guided by my love. The lie you began to believe may have felt real, may have dictated choices and sown fear, but it cannot undo the truth of who you are in me. You are enough because I made you, you are known because I see you, and you are never abandoned because my hand is always upon you. Let this truth settle within you. Let it begin to push back the shadows of doubt. Let it remind you that every false belief is only temporary, that every whisper of fear can be replaced with my voice speaking life into your soul. Even when the world has seemed to confirm these lies, even when your heart has been heavy with the weight of believing them, I am here to reveal the reality that surpasses them. You are held, you are beloved, you are treasured beyond measure, and your spirit is stronger than the lies that have sought to define you. Rest now in the awareness that I am with you, that the lie does not dictate your story, that you are more than what you have been told or what you have allowed yourself to believe. These false beliefs cannot stand against the truth of my love, cannot overshadow the reality of my presence, and cannot steal the hope that I have placed in your heart. You are seen, you are known, you are enough. My child, what you have believed about yourself is only part of the story, seen through eyes that cannot perceive the depth of your journey, the courage of your spirit, and the unseen ways you have grown. I see differently, far beyond the shadows that cloud your own vision, beyond the whispers of doubt that have told you that you are weak, that you are unworthy, that your efforts are in vain. I see the hidden strength that has carried you through nights when the world slept and no one noticed your tears. I see the perseverance that has kept you moving forward when your body begged for rest and your soul longed for quiet. I see the resilience that has quietly shaped you into someone who continues to rise even when the weight of life feels unbearable. Every trial, every struggle, every silent moment of endurance has not been wasted. It has been weaving a tapestry of strength and beauty that you cannot yet fully recognize. Where you see failure, I see courage. Where you feel broken, I see refinement. Where you believe you are invisible, I see a child whom I have watched carefully, whom I have loved tenderly, and whom I am guiding toward a fullness that the world cannot give. The weaknesses that you think define you are only the spaces where my light has room to shine, the empty places where I am filling your heart with hope, purpose, and understanding. The doubts you harbor are transformed in my sight into lessons that strengthen your faith, awaken your spirit, and reveal the truth of your identity as beloved, chosen, and cherished. Even when you have been unaware, even when you have questioned your value, even when your eyes were fixed on what seemed missing, I have been seeing the ways you have grown, the courage you have shown, the patience you have practiced, and the love you have extended even when it was not returned. I see the small victories, the quiet steps forward, the moments you chose to hope rather than surrender to despair. I see your heart and all its intricacies, the longing, the ache, the fear, the resilience, and the flickers of faith that persist against the tide of discouragement. These are the things that matter most, the things that reveal your true spirit, the qualities that cannot be measured by the standards of the world but are precious in my eyes. Your life, your struggles, your persistence are being held carefully, seen completely, and honored fully. Even when you feel weak, I see strength. Even when you feel lost, I see guidance. Even when you feel small, I see a legacy of courage that will ripple beyond what you can imagine. Every tear you have shed has been counted, every silent prayer remembered, every sigh acknowledged, and every moment of struggle embraced. I see not just the person you are now, but the person you are becoming, the one who emerges from trials refined, full of grace, and prepared to walk in the purpose I have set before you. What you have carried alone, what you have hidden from the world, I see openly, with clarity, with understanding, and with love that never wavers. You are not what the world has led you to believe. You are not defined by mistakes, by doubts, by moments of weakness. You are defined by your spirit, by your perseverance, by your willingness to continue even when the path is unclear. I see all of this, my child, and I rejoice in it. I see the unseen growth, the hidden courage, the quiet victories, and the unrecognized beauty that forms the essence of who you truly are. In my sight, your story is already filled with triumphs, even if you have not yet realized them. I see your heart, your soul, your spirit, and I love all that I see. This is the perspective of one who knows you fully, who has walked with you always, who will never leave you, and who delights in revealing to you that what you think is weakness is in truth a testimony of strength. What you believe is failure is the preparation for breakthrough, and what you feel is hidden and unseen is in my eyes honored, cherished, and full of purpose. My child, I know the waiting has been long, and I know how heavy it feels to stand in a season where nothing seems to change, where the answers you hoped for have not arrived, and the doors you long to open remain closed. I want you to understand that waiting is not the absence of my care, nor is it a sign that your prayers are unheard. There is a divine purpose in the pause, a reason that reaches beyond what your eyes can see and what your mind can comprehend. Just as a seed must rest beneath the soil before it sprouts, your spirit is being prepared for the fullness of what is to come. I am allowing this time so that your roots grow deep, so that when the breakthrough arrives, it will not be fragile or fleeting, but strong, resilient, and enduring. Every moment you have waited, every sigh, every silent plea, every feeling of impatience or longing has been shaping your heart, shaping your character, and strengthening your faith in ways that you cannot yet measure. The waiting season is a time of growth, even when it feels empty, even when it seems as though nothing is happening. Just as the earth must go through the cycles of rain and sun, of shadow and light, in order to bring forth fruit, your life too is moving through necessary seasons that prepare you for greater understanding, deeper joy, and a capacity for blessings that could not be received too early. I see the frustration, the anxiety, the moments when your spirit feels tired and your hope wavers. And I hold each of these tenderly in my hands. They are not wasted, they are not ignored, they are part of the process that is shaping you for what is to come. Even when you do not recognize it, I am working in the hidden spaces of your heart, nurturing the potential I have planted there, tending to your soul with care and precision, ensuring that what is to be revealed in your life will last and bear good fruit. The seeds of your purpose, your gifts, and your calling are growing silently, unseen by human eyes, yet they are alive and thriving under my watchful gaze. I am shaping your patience, cultivating your faith, and refining your character so that when the moment arrives, you will step into it fully prepared, fully able to receive, fully able to flourish. I know it is hard to endure the waiting, to walk through days that feel repetitive or burdensome, but even in this, you are not alone. I am present in the hidden places. I am present in the quiet moments. I am present in the spaces where you feel unseen. The waiting itself is an act of love, a careful and deliberate preparation for the work, the joy, the peace, and the growth that is coming. Trust in this process even when it is invisible, even when the timing is unclear. Just as the roots of a tree reach down and hold fast before the branches stretch skyward, so your spirit is being strengthened, anchored in me, so that when the season of breakthrough comes, it will be deep, solid, and lasting. Every delay, every quiet moment, every challenge that feels heavy is part of a divine plan to prepare you for a fullness that you could not have held without this time. I am here, present in every day, in every hour, in every second, ensuring that your growth is not hurried, that your foundation is strong, and that the fruit of your waiting will be abundant and lasting. You are not forgotten, you are not left behind, and the period of waiting is not wasted. It is a sacred process, a tender preparation, a hidden work that will blossom into something far more beautiful and enduring than you can imagine. Let your heart rest in this truth, for every season has a purpose, every pause is deliberate, and every moment of patience carries within it the promise of what I am bringing forth for you. My child, while you have been focused on what has not happened yet, something remarkable has been happening within you. While your eyes have been fixed on the destination, your spirit has been quietly changing along the journey. The person who began this season is not the same person who stands here now. You may not fully recognize it because transformation often happens gradually, like the slow arrival of dawn after a long night. It does not announce itself with noise. It unfolds quietly, steadily, and deeply. There are qualities being formed inside you that could not have been developed any other way. Wisdom is taking root where confusion once lived. There was a time when you reacted quickly to every fear, every disappointment, every uncertainty. But now, even in moments when you still struggle, there is a deeper awareness growing inside you. You are learning that not every closed door is a loss. You are learning that not every delay is a setback. You are learning to look beyond the surface and search for meaning beneath the moment. This wisdom is becoming part of who you are. It is changing the way you see life, the way you see challenges, and even the way you see yourself. At the same time, resilience is being built within you. You have survived days that you once thought would break you. You have walked through seasons that seemed impossible when they first arrived. There were moments when you felt exhausted, uncertain, and overwhelmed, yet somehow you kept moving forward. You kept taking one more step. You kept getting up when everything inside you wanted to stay down. What you called survival was actually the development of strength. Not the loud strength that seeks attention, but the quiet strength that endures. The kind of strength that remains steady when circumstances are unstable. The kind of strength that allows a person to stand firm even when the wind blows hard around them. There is also patience growing inside you. I know patience is rarely celebrated while it is being formed. It often feels uncomfortable. It feels slow. It feels frustrating. But patience is teaching your heart how to trust the process without needing to control every outcome. It is teaching you how to remain grounded when answers do not come immediately. It is teaching you how to keep moving forward without demanding that every question be resolved today. Patience is expanding your capacity to carry greater things. It is preparing you for blessings that require maturity, wisdom, and stability. There is another gift developing within you as well: compassion. Because of what you have endured, you are becoming more sensitive to the pain of others. The struggles you have faced are creating a depth within your heart that cannot be learned from comfort alone. You understand loneliness differently now. You understand disappointment differently now. You understand silent battles differently now. As a result, your heart is becoming softer, kinder, and more capable of bringing comfort to those who are hurting. What once felt like meaningless suffering is producing a deeper ability to extend grace and understanding. The experiences that challenged you are shaping you into someone who can stand beside another wounded soul and genuinely understand what they are carrying. My child, you are becoming stronger without becoming hard. You are becoming wiser without becoming cynical. You are becoming patient without becoming passive. You are becoming compassionate without losing your own identity. This transformation is precious. It is taking place beneath the surface, in places that no one else can fully see. The world often measures success by visible results, but the greatest work is often invisible. Character is being formed. Perspective is being renewed. Maturity is being developed. Your spirit is being stretched and strengthened. One day you will look back and realize that the most important thing produced during this season was not what happened around you, but what happened within you. You will realize that while you were waiting for circumstances to change, you were being transformed into someone capable of carrying greater peace, greater wisdom, greater resilience, and greater compassion. The process is shaping you into the person you were created to become, not through pressure alone, but through growth, not through striving, but through transformation, not through perfection, but through the steady work taking place deep within your soul. My child, after everything you have carried, after every lesson learned in the waiting, After every hidden transformation taking place within your soul, there comes a moment when a decision must be made. Not a decision driven by fear, not a decision forced by pressure, but a quiet and sacred choice made within the deepest part of your heart. The question is no longer whether the road has been difficult. The question is what you will do with everything you have been carrying. There are burdens you were never meant to hold forever. There are wounds you were never meant to protect forever. There are fears you were never meant to build your life around. And so I gently invite you now to release what has become too heavy for your spirit. Let go of the belief that you must have everything figured out before you can move forward. Let go of the pressure to be strong every moment of every day. Let go of the exhausting responsibility of trying to control every outcome, every timeline, and every unanswered question. Some of the weariness you feel is not coming from the circumstances themselves. It is coming from carrying things that were never yours to carry. You have been holding on to worries about tomorrow while trying to survive today. You have been replaying old disappointments while attempting to embrace new possibilities. You have been protecting yourself from future pain so intensely that you have struggled to receive present peace. My child, there is another way. Release your grip. Not because your concerns are unimportant, but because your soul was not created to live under constant strain. Surrender does not mean giving up. Surrender means placing what you cannot control into hands greater than your own. It means allowing your heart to rest from the endless need to manage every possibility. It means trusting that there is wisdom beyond your understanding and guidance beyond your sight. There may also be people you need to forgive, not because what happened was acceptable, not because your pain was insignificant, but because carrying bitterness has become a prison for your own heart. Forgiveness is not pretending that wounds never existed. Forgiveness is choosing freedom over captivity. It is choosing peace over endless replay. It is choosing healing over prolonged suffering. I know forgiveness can feel difficult. I know some hurts run deep. But every step toward releasing resentment creates more room for peace to grow within you. There may be regrets you need to release as well. Moments you wish had gone differently. Decisions you wish you could undo. Paths you wish you had never taken. My child, you cannot rewrite yesterday, but you do not need to remain trapped inside it. The future cannot fully open while your heart remains chained to what cannot be changed. Release the regret. Release the self-condemnation. Release the endless cycle of asking what might have been. Instead, trust that even imperfect chapters can become part of a meaningful story. Trust that growth can emerge from mistakes. Trust that wisdom can rise from failure. Trust that healing can begin where disappointment once lived. And above all, trust the process unfolding before you. Trust when you understand, and trust when you do not. Trust when the path feels clear, and trust when it feels uncertain. Trust when answers arrive, and trust when silence remains. This invitation is not demanding perfection. It is inviting surrender. It is inviting trust. It is inviting freedom. You do not have to carry every burden alone. You do not have to solve every mystery today. You do not have to force every door open. Simply take the next step with an open heart. Release what is weighing you down. Forgive what is keeping you bound. Surrender what is beyond your control. Trust what is being formed within you, and allow your soul to move forward with a lighter spirit, a steadier heart, and a deeper sense of peace than you have known before. My child, now that you have begun releasing what was weighing down your heart, I want you to lift your eyes beyond the horizon of your current circumstances. There is a tendency, when life has been difficult for a long time, to assume that tomorrow will look exactly like today. There is a tendency to believe that because a season has lasted longer than expected, it will last forever. But seasons do not remain forever. Winter does not stay forever. Night does not stay forever. Even the longest storm eventually gives way to calmer skies. What you see today is not the complete story. There are pages that have not yet been turned. There are chapters that have not yet been written. There are possibilities that have not yet appeared within your field of vision. Right now, your perspective is limited to where you stand. You can see the road beneath your feet, but you cannot yet see every opportunity waiting around the bend. You can see the questions that remain unanswered, but you cannot yet see the wisdom those answers may bring. You can see the places where disappointment touched your life, but you cannot yet see the restoration quietly making its way toward your future. My child, there is a difference between not seeing something and it not existing. Many beautiful things are already developing beyond your sight. New opportunities often begin as invisible seeds. New chapters often begin before a person realizes the old chapter is ending. Restoration often begins quietly, beneath the surface, before any visible change appears. This is why hope matters. Hope allows your heart to remain open to possibilities that your eyes cannot yet confirm. It allows you to continue moving forward even when the destination remains hidden. It reminds you that the future is not limited by your current circumstances. The story is still unfolding. There are conversations you have not yet had. There are doors you have not yet approached. There are moments of joy you cannot currently imagine. There are lessons that will suddenly make sense one day. There are connections waiting to be formed. There are opportunities waiting to be recognized. There are blessings hidden within ordinary days that have not yet arrived. You do not need to know every detail of what lies ahead in order to trust that meaningful things are still possible. Some of the most beautiful moments in life arrive unexpectedly. They emerge quietly, often after a person has nearly given up expecting them. Not because they are random, but because growth, restoration, and breakthrough frequently develop in unseen places before they become visible realities. My child, do not define your future by your hardest moments. Do not assume that your current struggle has the authority to determine the rest of your story. The chapter you are living in now is important, but it is not the final chapter. There is still more to discover. There is still more to experience. There is still more growth ahead of you. There is still more healing available to your heart. There are new beginnings waiting beyond endings that once seemed permanent. There is restoration waiting beyond losses that once felt overwhelming. There is wisdom waiting beyond confusion. There is peace waiting beyond the anxiety that has tried to occupy your thoughts. The future is not simply about external change. It is also about the person you are becoming as you continue this journey. The strength you have gained, the resilience you have developed, the patience you have learned, and the compassion that has grown within you are preparing you for opportunities that require exactly those qualities. You are moving toward a new chapter, even if you cannot fully see it yet. You are walking toward possibilities that have not yet revealed themselves. You are approaching moments that will one day help you understand why this season mattered. So take a deep breath, my child. Let hope rise again within your spirit. Not because you know exactly what tomorrow holds, but because you do not need to. The road ahead is larger than your fears, wider than your doubts, and filled with possibilities that have not yet entered your view. The story is still being written, and what awaits beyond this season may be far more beautiful than anything you have imagined. My child, as this moment comes to a gentle close, I do not want you to leave carrying pressure. I do not want you to leave carrying fear. I do not want you to leave believing that everything depends on your strength alone. Instead, I want you to carry something far more valuable. Carry the quiet assurance that your life is not unfolding without purpose. Carry the understanding that your struggles have not been meaningless. Carry the reminder that even the seasons you would never have chosen have been shaping something beautiful within you. Take with you the truth that you are not the same person who began this journey. You have grown in ways you cannot fully measure. You have endured more than you realize. You have learned lessons that will continue guiding you long after this moment passes. When doubt tries to return, remember what has already been built within your spirit. Remember the resilience that carried you through difficult days. Remember the wisdom that emerged from uncertainty. Remember the patience that developed during the waiting. Remember the compassion that grew through your own struggles. These things are now part of you. They are gifts that no circumstance can take away. As you continue forward, there will still be questions you cannot answer immediately. There will still be moments when the road feels unclear. There will still be days when your heart grows tired. But now you can walk differently. Not because every problem has disappeared, but because your perspective has changed. You no longer need to carry every burden by yourself. You no longer need to define your future by your fears. You no longer need to measure your worth by your circumstances. Let your heart rest in a deeper truth. The story is still unfolding. The process is still working. The seeds are still growing. The roots are still strengthening. The chapters ahead have not yet been fully revealed. There is no need to rush. There is no need to force what is not ready. There is no need to fear what you cannot yet see. Simply continue taking one faithful step at a time. Continue choosing trust over anxiety. Continue choosing hope over despair. Continue choosing peace over constant striving. And whenever you feel overwhelmed, return to this simple reminder. You do not have to carry tomorrow before it arrives. Today has enough grace for today. This moment has enough strength for this moment. This breath has enough peace for this breath. My child, may your mind be filled with calm when fear tries to speak loudly. May your heart be filled with courage when uncertainty appears. May your spirit be filled with hope when circumstances seem slow to change. May you discover quiet joy in ordinary moments. May you find rest in places where you once found only worry. May you walk forward with confidence, knowing that growth is happening, even when it is invisible. May you recognize opportunities when they arrive and welcome new chapters with an open heart. May healing continue to reach the deepest places within you. May peace settle gently upon your thoughts, like morning light upon still water. And may you remember, again and again, that your value does not rise and fall with success or failure, with progress or delay, with praise or criticism. Your life carries meaning. Your journey carries purpose. Your future carries possibility. So go forward with a lighter heart. Go forward with steady hope. Go forward with quiet confidence. Release what was never yours to carry. Hold tightly to what truly matters. And let this truth remain with you long after these words are gone. You are not walking through life alone, and the chapter you are living now is not the end of your story. The best thing you can carry from this moment is peace, because a heart at peace can hear guidance, recognize hope, embrace healing, and continue moving forward one faithful step at a time.